Hawk fans, another St. Joseph's men's basketball season on the horizon. The return of 4 starters for Phil Martelli and company, but a lot of potential for this freshman class. The likes of Lamar, Chris Clover, Pierfrancesco, Oliva, and Markel Lodge. We sat down with each of them for our Meet the Freshmen segment. Let's see what they had to say. Pierfrancesco, Oliva. Welcome to Hawk Hill.
Thank you. Thank you.
Let's start with that nickname Checo. How did that start? Who was the first person to I guess give you that nickname?
The first person was my older sister, who is 3 years older than me. And when she was younger and I was just born, she couldn't pronounce my name, and it came out as Checo in Italy. But when I was coming to the United States, we were sending emails to each other with the family that was hosting me, and they pronounced it Checo. So when I came here, everybody was calling me Checo, and it just was too late to tell everybody it was wrong, so I just kept Checo. But it's originally Checo.
When did you come to the United States?
I came here halfway through my junior year of high school, so it was almost 2 years ago. And I remember it because it was the day I left Italy, the day after my 18th birthday. So, yeah, it was almost 2 years ago now.
Hard decision?
It was kind of hard. I had a pretty good reputation in Italy as a basketball player, and my family is there, all my friends, the people that I care about. And it was tough, but it was something I always wanted to do. It was a new challenge for me, so I tried, and it's working out pretty well.
What's the biggest difference between being over there and being here?
Everybody think of like the food and stuff, but it's actually not. It's more like routine and, talking to the people you love. I don't have that much time to talk to my parents because we have a 6-hour time difference, so gotta manage my time pretty well. The food is a pretty big difference too. The weather, there's a lot of stuff, but as long as you feel good, every place is kind of the same.
Your host family. Tell me about that process. You had never met them, correct?
No, we never met each other. We met on Skype once, but it was one time. It was more like questions from my parents to them. But I just remember stepping into the house, actually before even stepping in the house, and I was like, I hope like they're good people, but I hope they like me. I don't know. You never met them, you don't know anything about them, but I just remember that after stepping in the house, it was just like, I don't know, like I knew they were good people, and I had 2 incredible years. It was great living with them, and it feels like I still live with them. They're like my second family. I still talk to them almost every day, and when they come here, we always try to meet, and it's great. It was a real great experience that I'll probably keep with me for the rest of my life.
How long did it take before you felt comfortable?
I gotta be honest with you, it was like a day.
Oh yeah?
And it was weird to me too, because I'm not that kind of person, and I need to get used to new people. But with them, it was great. The children, and they made me feel like home.
Talking about home, you're home now here at Hawk Hill,
yeah,
new home.
Of course.
What was that process like, and how long did it take, I guess, from the time that Coach Martelli and the staff started to recruit you until you actually knew, yeah, this is it. This is the fit. This is where I want to choose to play college basketball.
I only played one AAU season, so I got the offer from St. Joe's in July, at the end of July. And I just remember speaking to Coach Martelli, and I already had a great feeling about him, because it was just, he knew what kind of player I was, but most importantly, he knew what kind of person I was. And I kind of knew already that I liked his style and the school, like as soon as I spoke to him. But you kind of have to play the game and see what happens. But I waited a little more just because I just wanted to make the best decision. But I was pretty sure. It took me about 3 or 4 months, but I was already sure after the first time I spoke to Martelli that I wanted to come here. So it was pretty good.
What's the biggest thing you've learned about yourself since you started playing college basketball?
Probably that there's a lot of people that work as hard as I do, and and then now the next step is to work harder than anybody else, and that's not easy because it takes a lot of time and stress, but you gotta find a way to do it, because if you want to be good, you gotta work harder, and you gotta work harder every day. So I feel like college basketball is helping me understanding that there's a lot of things I still have to do, but I like it because it's a new challenge again, and can't wait to face it.
If you had to describe your style of play to Hawk fans and to people that have never seen you play before, what would you say? What's your style? What do you do well? What do you need to do better?
I think my style is I can do a little of everything. I don't feel like I have a specific position. I can play in some. It depends on who's guarding me more. Like I can have a lot of mismatch sometimes, and I have a pretty good, from what coaches tell me, IQ, so I can recognize the situation, and I'm a good passer. And I think the most important aspect I have to work on everything still, but probably the most important aspect to play right away is the defense. I have to get stronger, and I have to guard bigger people than me. But something I have to work on, and I feel like I can get much better at it. But there's a lot of aspects on offense too, like avoiding stupid mistakes. My shot has to be more consistent. But we'll work on it.
Who do you feel like you mesh with best out on the floor in terms of your teammates? Who does it just work with when you're out there?
DeAndre is easy to play with. It's a easy answer. But there's a lot of players on the team. I mesh pretty well with everybody. Brandon Casper is a really smart player too. So we kind of, I feel like we have this kind of the same style of playing. And Lamar Kimball is a really good point guard, and he sees the floor. But we all mesh well with each other. So there's not anybody specific.
First impression of DeAndre Bembry when you saw him play?
I saw him playing on TV and stuff. When people ask me, I'm like, he's like on another level already. Like, but it's good to have somebody like that on the team because it just pushes you like to work harder and stuff. He's an amazing player. He's a great teammate. Like, I wasn't expecting him to be like a snob and stuff, but I was completely wrong. I wasn't expecting him to be like that, but you always kind of think, oh, this guy is probably like, I don't know, he thinks he's better, but he's actually not like that. And if I met him somewhere else and I didn't know he was that kind of player, I would say this kid doesn't even play basketball. He doesn't even because he's a great guy, and he deserves whatever he's gonna get.
Have you thought about goals? For you, for this year, just for what you'd like to accomplish your first year playing college basketball?
The goal is to have the best team result as we can. So, if we could, I just want to win as many games as we can. And, I remember watching St. Joe's winning the Atlantic 10 2 years ago, and now I see the guys in the locker room that won that title, and it was just, I feel like they're really proud of what they did. So I want to be a part of a winning team, and for me the goals are like obviously to help the team as much as I can, but the main goal is still have the best year we can as a team.
First impressions of the city of Philadelphia. What have you gotten to experience? What have you gotten to see outside of campus?
It's a really nice city. I was living near New York last year and the year before, so I'm used to big cities. And I like Philadelphia because it's like a smaller New York with less people around, less crowded. So
not as congested.
Yeah, so you can just go in there, walk around, and it's really nice. And I like it because there's a lot of Italian places too, so I can eat and feel like home for a while. But I mean, it's a really nice city.
Do you have a favorite place near campus or any place you like to go?
Not yet.
Not yet?
Not yet, but I'll try to look around and see what's my favorite. I'll let you know next time.
So rooming with Lamar Kimball, what have you learned about him? What's he like off the court?
I mean, he's fun. He's a really funny guy. We're always messing around with each other, and it's a 24/7 joking and playing. And we always say that, like, before I even met you, I was like, oh my God, I hope this guy's not a weirdo and stuff. But it was good. It was good. It's good, and I think we're gonna have a lot of fun.
So it's worked out so far.
It's worked out. Yeah, pretty well.
Well, we hope it continues to work out.
All right.
Best of luck this season.
Thank you.
Great
Thank you
to have
very
you
much.
here, and look forward to many more of these.
Thank you very much.